Welcome back to FilmMarriott.net for the latest entertainment news, reviews and interviews. Today we are doing Boys on Film, TV reviews, well, looking back at the best of 2017.
Yes, it's been a big year for TV, and I'm curious to see what is number 4 on your list, Phil. Number 4 on my list is a show that we've talked about before. It's American Horror Story Cult. From the very first episode to the very last episode, I was totally entranced in everything that this season was about and the current political climate and how it tied in a few interesting storylines with the Zodiac Killer and other cult leaders.
If we cut off the head of the snake, the army falls. It's time for you to understand your place. You think your big brother's gonna spare you?
Kai would never hurt me. That's how he got into my head, because of you.
From now on, call me Councilman.
To even the storyline about who shot Andy Warhol. It was just such incredibly rich storytelling this season, and definitely a comeback from the other seasons of American Horror Story, which lost me a little bit after Hotel.
It's like they shook it up a bit, they shook up the format.
Yeah, and the format really worked for me. I mean, it definitely has its faults this season, but I think the performances from Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters especially, as the Donald Trump sort of character, just really captivated me. And every time, the day after the show aired in the States, I was like, I gotta watch it. And it was, I kind of judge a TV show by that factor, as if, do I have to watch it like immediately after it's out, or can it wait a couple weeks when, I have, a free Saturday to sort of catch up on things?
And Sarah Paulson is much like Winona Ryder. Her character is a bit cray-cray.
Yeah, but gets her revenge in the end.
Yeah.
So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was the season finale was it took a bit of a different turn as well, and that's the thing about this season, is every episode you're not expecting what's going to happen. They absolutely pull the rug up from underneath you, and it takes a twist and a turn, or introduces a story that you're just like, I was not expecting it from this season.
Do you think it's divided people though? Because I know that friends of mine who are massive fans of the show, of the series before, didn't like the fact that it was reflecting the political climate. I have seen comments about that from mutual friends of ours as well, and I was like, well, maybe you're not seeing it the same way I am, but I love the interconnectedness of how it plays out with our current political climate. Like, the way to tell that story, and the way that the producers are doing it, I just couldn't think of a better way of telling the story the way that they did this year. And I'm hoping that it keeps the franchise alive, because I'm like, where can you go after telling this sort of story? It's like an American Horror Story is they've checked off all the different story points and plots that you could in modern day horror storytelling. I'm just like, well, where do they go after this? Well, they're obviously doing something right, because you're not a massive horror fan, are you? Not at all, not by any means. And I love the first season of American Horror Story. I loved Coven, with the witches, and I didn't really like seasons like Hotel, even though it had Lady Gaga in it, who was amazing. The whole season I didn't really like it that much, and I didn't even finish watching Roanoke. But yeah, from the first episode of Cult this year, I was like, I've got to see the next episode. I want to know what's happening in the next episode. And see, I am a big horror fan, and I'm not grabbed by American Horror Story at all. I saw the first series, really loved it until the last episode, which I hated. It spoiled the whole thing for me, and then I didn't really see any more series after that, because I don't know, something just clicked in me that I was just put off by the whole thing. So I've only seen one episode of Cult, but I don't think I'll be dipping back into it. I know you can't persuade me to. Some things you just have to let lie. It's true. So number 4 for me could well be in your top 5. I'm not sure, because I haven't seen you talking about it, but it's the HBO series Big Little Lies.
You're wearing the dress I bought you. I know. My new dress, my new shoes, my new friend, Jane Chapman. Hi. Celeste. She came to my rescue when I was trying to save young lives. It's a whole story. I'm gonna kill Abigail. That's her son Ziggy right there, who's playing with Chloe and the boys.
Can you believe that they're in first grade?
I know, take a lot of pictures.
Not in my top 5.
I hadn't seen it when it was on TV, but Jeremy bought me the DVD, and it's such a fantastic cast. Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. It's about 3 women who are living in California, and it's basically about their lives, but you don't see everything from the start. It just digs into their lives, and it's about how they're treated as women. And I think it's one of the reasons why I loved it was the fact that ultimately, although they're going through troubled times, you see them as really powerful women, and they're not victims at all. You would think initially they are, because they're just mistreated by their husbands or, you know, people that are in their lives, but you just see them as just, without it being cheesy, it's like a girl power thing. It slowly builds.
I have seen nothing but positivity around this TV series this year, and usually when this happens to me quite a lot, when everyone's watching the same thing, I tend to mentally tune off, because I like to find things that are a little bit off the beaten path when it comes to film and TV. I have to say, everyone's just raging about how this is such an important piece of television this year. It's, you know, water cooler talk at the office, just people are talking about this, and I'm curious, and I'll probably do the same thing with Big Little Lies that I've done with like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. I'll watch it later. Yeah. But then when I watch it, I'll be like, oh, I totally missed the boat on that one. But I am curious to see what's happening with it.
It's strange because the first episode, I didn't think that I was going to get into it, but gradually over the episodes, you get another side of something. You know, they reveal more, and there's more intrigue as the series goes on. And right at the end, you have this big crashing finale that doesn't disappoint at all. It wraps things up, but also there's hints of more to come, because apparently they're going to do another series.
Can I ask you, how is Reese Witherspoon in this? Because she's a bit hit or miss with me. I really like her as a person and as an actress, and
I loved her.
Really,
I loved her because her character, again, it gets darker as the series goes on. You just think she's quite sweet and innocent at the start, but she's got her head screwed on. She has a daughter who is going through the adolescent stage, and she's misbehaving, and Reese Witherspoon, as the mother, is strong and, you know, obviously in control, but you see the weaknesses of her character. I think she plays the character brilliantly. Wow. So it's quite a multifaceted character. It's not as simple as you think. It's not as one-sided. Yeah, I thought it was great. I just love the story.
Where's your DVD? I'm going to steal it.
It's somewhere. I don't think it's up there. Yeah, I'll let you borrow it, because I think you need to see it. So that was our number 4 TV show of 2017. We have got many more to come before the new year starts. Let us know what your favourite TV shows are below, and like and subscribe us for more reviews to come.